Hi everyone, Kathy Arbor here. This is my Bengal tiger that I did today. And I thought it would be a great subject for the creative arts collaboration for this month, which is animals. And if you would like to see more artists and what they've done with this topic of animals, then type in hashtag Pawgustart and it will come up with hundreds of videos for you to watch and new channels that you may not have even seen. It's a great way of finding out new art and new artists. So what I've done here is I've used Americana craft paint, pencil crayons or colored pencils, these are luminance, and Sharpie paint markers. That's it for this whole thing. Now if you want to draw something different, you want to give this a go, and you need a reference photo. This reference photo was from Gary Jones, and he is from Paint My Photo, and this is the photo that I downloaded. This site is for artists to use photographers' photos for reference, and it's all copyright free, so there'll be no worries about infringing on somebody's copyright. So the only thing that they would like you to do is just to say who was the photographer. And I just said that was Gary Jones. So if you're interested in doing this Bengal tiger, what I have used are, let's see, avocado for the background and white. For the tiger itself, ebony black, Quaker gray, warm white, and yellow ochre, and dark goldenrod is the colors I've used for the tiger. And for the pencil crayons, they're all the same color as the paint. So, well, you'll see how I've incorporated the pencil onto this. So enough chit chat, and get yourself a cup of tea and sit down, and you'll see how I come about doing this. And it's not that difficult, and you can trace the paper, or the image can be traced, so have no fear about drawing, and give it a go. So let's get started. The paint I'm going to use, why I'm using craft paint actually, is because this craft paint is a matte finish once it's dry. Therefore, it's got a bit of tooth, and I'm going to be finishing this with colored pencil, which will give it more detail and realistic look. So, enough chit chat. I will get painting, and then I will stop and tell you what I'm going to do next. Okay, here we go. I've pretty well put all of the base coat that I want down, and I'm going to put a coat of clear gesso over top just to give it a little bit more tooth, because there are some areas here that I didn't put any white paint in, so this paper is a fairly smooth paper, so it's not going to take the pencil crayon quite as nicely as the paint would. So you're going to see a difference because of the two textures in the paper. So if I put a clear coat of the clear gesso over top of it, then it'll go on the same way and you won't see the difference. So that's what I'm going to do now. The paint is dry, so I'm just going to use a big brush and put some gesso down. Okay, it's dry. Now, what needs to be done now is to find the correct colors that will match this color of the paint, or maybe a shade lighter. That looks like that one will work. You just want to make sure you're watching your reference, you're looking at your reference to make sure that your hairs are going in the right direction, because that will make a big difference in how realistic your page will look. Okay, I've done pretty well all of the fur now. I may go back and touch up certain areas. It's always good to step away from your art and go have a coffee, go for a walk, or even leave it till the next day. Then come back with fresh eyes and you'll be able to see little areas that just are a little bit off and you can fix them. Right now I think I'm going to be doing the eyes, and this tiger has beautiful, beautiful eyes. They're, I guess you could say a greenish, soft yellow with a bit of amber in it. Quite stunning. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of this amber, or not amber, it's kind of a greenish yellow, very, very soft. I'm putting that all over very lightly. Okay, and now I'm going to use, this is Prisma. You can mix the different, this is a cool gray. So I'm going to put this just up under the eyelid because there's a bit of a shadow. Okay, then take the amber, same color basically that the fur is in. Make sure it's nice and sharp. And it's just around the pupil, there's a bit of amber. Not a lot, just a bit. And around the outside edge of the eye. Okay, then I'll take my black, make sure you have a good sharp point on it. And they have just a small pupil, and so they must be, this particular tiger must be in the full sunlight, and it's just ever so slightly long. It's kind of like a slit with a circle in it. Okay. And then for shading, just around here, the inside, just slightly darken that up. I'm using my black. It's actually quite dark. And this one here, a little bit more rounded. This is when you can fix things. Okay. Now, there's always a bit of a shadow on the lower lid. So there's a dark line and then there's this highlight. So I'm taking my gray here, and right in the center of this, I'm putting a highlight. And there's also a highlight in the corner here, just ever so slightly. And right into here, it's a little bit lighter. Same as here. So in your reference, just take a look at it and see how it's shaped. Okay. You can always go back and fix it up. Okay, now they have some, I don't know if they have eyelashes or not, but it does show some black. It almost looks like eyelashes. So that's what I'm going to do. And right in here is highlighted in the nose. Kind of a gray. And this goes up a little more. Like so. All right, now the whiskers are going to be put on using a paint marker because the white won't be white enough, and they have extremely white whiskers. In his chin, there's small little marks. All right. Yep. You have a lot of whiskers. And it's all coming from these dark areas, basically. And front has a few smaller ones. very, very thick white. And then just a few smaller ones. Now he has a lot of hair in here that's white in his ears. Long whiskers. They're not whiskers, but fur. So I'm just going to use this to put that in also. This gives it a nicer look when the intense white. Let's see. Also, the highlight in his eye is like okay. And right here is fairly bright. The back, I want to fix the background because it looks dirty. And it's kind of mottled looking, so it's kind of in the greens and grays, I guess trees or whatever you want to say is back there. So I think what I'm going to do is use my gray paint, and it's going to be a wash more than anything. I'll use my big brush here. Let's see, gray. Lots of water. It's more mottled, and we'll just do small patches, and then a nice green. Okay, tiger turned out great, I think. So a little bit of Americana craft paint, colored pencils, and a paint marker is all that I used in this one. If you're nervous about drawing it out, then trace it. And then do your painting and colored pencil, and you'll have something like this too. So I really hope you give it a go. And if you would like to see more of what I do, then subscribe and thumbs up, please, and share. It's been a pleasure being here with you, and hope to see you really soon. Have a great night.